Hello everyone, this is Darius Young and welcome to Modeling-Sculpting Vegeta Part 5. So in the last part we got started on Retopology. We retopologized his arm and his leg, both in a reasonable amount of time. Now one thing before we get really started on this is I want to hide this and select both of these. Let me turn on my screencast key, so I forgot last time, I'm not going to forget again. And so just select both of these by holding shift and right clicking and hit Control J. Now they are the same object, which is what you want. So what is this? And then what is this? Alright, one quick second. Alright, this is what I want to do. I want to Control Z that. I don't know what the heck this is. Get rid of it and wait, whoops, whoa. Alright, so now, okay, Control J. Alright, so now we have our retopologized items as one, and we're going to add a mirror modifier. Okay, so we are done with most of the retopology already. Now I'm going to get started on this tutorial. I'm going to start retopologizing the body. Alright, so make sure your cursor is in the center, and if it's not, say Shift S and then cursor to center. So I'm going to do Shift A, mesh, plane, rotate X 90 degrees, scale it down, and move it up. Hit Tab, and now G, S. Now want to make those same thing again. So hide this, select this, then this, hit Control J, and now it's all the same object. If you add it the right way, all right. This is like that. Then hit Control J. There we go. So now hit Tab. Alright, the magnet is already turned on, so you see when we move it, it's stuck to the sculpted mesh. Okay? Alright. So now, the way I like to retopologize the shoulders is to get a nice kind of flow going. So, in order to do that, just rotate that down. In fact, don't rotate it down. Hit Control and click again, and click again, and click, and go all the way around. Till you get to the back, in which case you will meet at the center. Alright, so now we have that all around the character, and that just created a nice edge loop for if we wanted to add more like of a crease in here in this area. We could by just clicking and dragging, but we don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna either extrude that to the center and make this look a lot better, right? Oops, there we go. I used to hate retopology, but now it's kind of fun now, especially because how easy it is with that new modifier that I got. Not modifier, but the the add-on, which I still recommend that you all get. If you haven't gotten it yet, then you really need to get it. Jump on the bandwagon. And I'm not trying to promote their stuff because I have some sort of agreement with them or any, Blender, the association. I don't have any agreement with them or anything. It's just a really awesome tool that everyone needs to have. It'll make your life so much easier, especially if you do a lot of retopology. No, I'm just trying to help you out. If you don't want to, you don't. Okay, you're missing out. You are really missing out. I'm not being funny. It's bossed. So yeah, continue retopologizing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to extrude these down. Whoops, extrude these down like so. It's like make a good armpit area. Because I find that's the difficult part for me, at least. And fill in some faces. Not quite yet, but we are going to fill them in. We can actually get started right now, just to see how everything's going to connect. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's not good edge flow right there. When you're retopologizing, you really have to think about how things flow. Like this goes into the arm like that. So let's see how we can make that better. Let's say E-extrude and make these 4 faces and these 4 faces. So now it flows down like that, and I don't think we're not going to be making any seams along that area, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. Let's merge those, see how that looks. That looks terrible. Retopology is kind of like trying to fit, making pieces of your own puzzle, and then trying to fit it together. It's like you create the puzzle, and now you're trying to put your own puzzle together. That's what it's like for me anyway. I think that's an excellent analogy. I could leave you all hanging in this part, actually. That's what most people do. Like, they tell you how to retopologize your character, and then they expect you to do it on your own. But I'm not going to do that, because I hate it when that happens. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to actually make this a face. And if I move this out, now it goes down into that and makes a loop like that. And I don't want that either. So I'm gonna make an edge go right there. So hit Control R for that. Alt M, center. So now that goes into there pretty nicely. And I hit Control R and center. And alright. But then again, this makes that type of loop again, and that makes that type of loop. Actually, this loop is good. This loop is bad. So let me see. But you know what? Actually, it's not too bad, because I can make that same loop over here. So let's see something. F at last. Okay. Alright. The reason I did that because now it kind of looks like that loop is purposefully made for the armpit, and it kind of is. kinda is. I sounded real unsure about that. So I'm gonna move this up, and I guess I could connect these 4 faces. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see how this plays out. No, I know what I'm gonna do. Because you see these, like, let's make a face right here. Alright? Now watch this. If you select 2 vertices on the edge like this, and you see that the topology continues from each side, you can hit F, and it'll automatically fill it in, which is cool. Alright, so this is the problem we're going to run into. Exactly why I didn't want to do that way first. Ignore that. On my phone. Excuse me. Okay. So now, okay. Wow. Okay, so this is not too bad on this arm up here. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do with this. I might get rid of this. Or is this what I'm gonna do? X vertices. So I just got rid of those, and oh, there we go. Just merge them. Alt M, center. There we go. I just fixed that problem. See? That's why retopology is good. Retopology is always good. And then, oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. So check this out. I'm gonna make this face here. I'm gonna make this face here. And now see, we have a perfect loop. And the perfect loops continue all throughout the arm. That's exactly what we wanted. That's awesome. Okay. See, this is going well already. Real stuff, I'm actually surprised I haven't messed it up yet. Because retopology for me, it usually takes a while because sometimes I mess stuff up. Unintentionally, of course, but it still happens. Okay. Don't forget, when this is all over, I want to see you all's finished products. So just remember that. Maybe you add your own spin to it. Maybe make it better than mine. I don't care, as long as I taught you something. See, all I did was, let me show you what happened. See this like area of vertices, and what you do is, if like both sides have the same amount of vertices, and they're surrounded by faces like this, then you can just hit F, and it'll automatically make a face until you get to the last point. And let's say you have something like this. Alright, well no, not that. Something like this. Okay? There's like a big space right here. And if you only select the 2 vertices and hit F, you can still make a face like that. Alright? That's a cool tip to know. And so, now for Blender. Not for Blender, but now you know, now to continue. So, continuing on from where we left off. Let's move this somewhere else. Okay. I want this to be moved down some. I'm going to extrude around this area. And Yeah, so let's do that. Extruding, extruding. Extruding. And done. Okay? And remember that tip I just taught you. Foul, 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 foul. And foul, foul. So easy that was. And now that's good because we have another excellent ring of vertices, which is exactly what we need. Okay? You don't want messed up topology. You want good topology. Alright? But now, we're going to do something special for this area. This pack area right here. What we're going to do is actually we're going to delete some of these up here because the packs start up here, as you can see. So let's get rid of some of these. I think yeah, let's get rid of some of these and then we can see more clearly. Alright, so okay, so check this out. That's what we're gonna do. So you get good muscle flow. What you want to do is hit A to extrude this down, okay? But instead of, you know, going this way to make it a loop, what we're going to do is go down like this. Hit Control and click, okay? And you can see we're making like an area surrounding this group, this muscle group right here. You see that? See what we just did? Then, if you did it right, make face, R, Alt M, center. Okay? So now that you have joined these together, check this out. Hit E to extrude again, and click, and now, it's the really awesome part, Alt M, last, and Alt M, last. We still have a loop, but we also created a loop for our muscles. You see that? So, these are just good topology tips that you want to implement so that you can have optimal topology for animation and all kinds of stuff. If you want to get good muscle deformation, you're going to have to do topology like this. But this is really good topology for like let's say you want them to breathe in and out, and you want to show the muscles going in and out with like a shape key or something like that. You could do that with this method of retopology. Okay? Now, this episode is going to be long on purpose because it's retopology, and retopology does take forever. So I apologize for that, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. If it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. If you're really good at retopology, it shouldn't take you longer than an hour. Okay? Or if you don't like retopology at all, when you make your base mesh, you might want to hand model your base mesh. So that way, once you get ready for retopology, once your sculpted mesh is done, you already have a placeholder that's good enough for animation. I don't do that because I like to do retopology because I think retopology is fun, personally. But that's just me. That's just me, myself, and I. Just me, myself, and I. Wait, no, here we go. It's just me, myself, and I. Dun, 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 dun. It's just me, myself, and I. Dun, 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 dun. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm done. I was having fun. Okay. So now if you hit tab and you hide this, you can see our mesh is coming along. It's starting to look like a body. Now what I want to do for this real quick is you hit tab, A, hit T, shading, and smooth. Alright, that's better. Okay. Just wanted to do that real quick. Alright. Now hit Alt H and continue the retopology. We still don't have a finished product yet, but we will. Alright. Okay. And okay. Alright. And then for this part we could just merge these at last. Merge these at last. Alright. Have to pick and choose your battles with retopology. I could have done the whole thing with that. That would have taken forever. And plus, sometimes in retopology, you got to make some choices as to whether you want to make a bunch of vertices, add a bunch of vertices in one place, or just you know, leave it there for the normal maps to take care of it. Most of the time, you want to just leave it for the normal maps, but if you want to add the vertices there, you can. It's not like against the rules of retopology or anything. If there were any rules, well, there are certain things that you want to follow when you retopologize. You don't want to just go at it all willy-nilly and think you're gonna get it right. Because I've done some really bad retopology, and I was ashamed of myself for it. But then again, that was back when I had that terrible, back when I was doing the traditional way of retopology. Now that I don't do that, my retopology is just off the chisel. Off the chisel. I wonder if anyone says that anymore. I seriously doubt it. And so we go to the back. I want to bring some of these vertices forward. Let's do it on the side view first. You got to be real careful with this magnet on, because it can screw with your retopology. Like if you grab like a vertice up here and then hit G while you're facing back here, guess what? Look at that. So basically what I'm trying to get at, don't do that. Alright? So now that we're back to stuff that looks awesome, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to straighten out the vertices without having to scale them. That's what I'm going to do real quick. These are straight enough, so I'm going to turn off a portion of them real quick and then just click and drag them. Alright, and then SX0. Alright, that's cool. And then hit G again to make them still stick to the surface. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. And then I'm going to smooth these over. Move these over a bit. Okay. I'm gonna smooth out anything that looks too you know what I mean. Anything that looks too much like I'm gonna smooth it out in sculpting. And then turn back on proportional editing, because that's just always something that's good to always have on. Extrude scale. E and E. Alright, and if we did that right, F. Alright, good. So we got that down pretty well. Alright. So now that's definitely gonna look a little iffy when we unhide this. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna hide it. Yeah, it's kind of iffy. It could look better, so I'm gonna just go to sculpt mode real quick, smooth some stuff out. Alright, I know it looks better now. Yep, it looks a lot better. Alright, then go back to object mode, Alt H, unhide it. Alright, hit tab, and select this, hit G, whoa, select all the back. Alright, so that's fine right there. So now what I'm going to do is I actually can stop it right here. But I feel like I should leave you all with a firm base of what we're doing. Alright, I'm gonna do the chest and then I'll stop right here. Alright, so bear with me a little longer, doing the chest right now. And sort of scale that on the Z axis. Grab it. Okay. And that chest right now looks god awful, so let's just add some vertices in here. And then we can just merge them. So select both of these at last. Select this at last. And then let's bring this down. Bring this over. And then merge these at last. And then we can spread some of these vertices out some. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. Well, let me see something. Okay, I'm gonna put these vertices here closer to the chest, so we can get that that look where he has like a crease in the middle of the chest, like that. Okay, that's gonna be good enough for the chest. Hit G on that boy. Okay. Then I'm gonna add an edge loop here. I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to anyway. Because I feel like the chest needs more, and then hit G on that boy, and then bam. That looks better already, I can tell. Yep, look at that. It's awesome. Okay, so this is as good a place as any to leave you guys off. So hit Control Z. Yeah. So in the next part, we got the upper body basically done, except for the hands, and we're gonna do that after we hide this mesh, the sculpted mesh, and we're gonna connect the upper body to the legs in the next part. Finish up the upper body, you know, so it looks pretty nicely, and then like I don't think I did the shoulders, so we're gonna do that in the next part, and after that we're gonna do the hands, and yeah. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more Dragon Ball Z tutorials, and I will see you all in the next tutorial. Have a good day. Peace.